terms. All right, now there's 4 terms. Put 4 blanks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'd like you to order those terms from least to greatest, go. Order those terms from least to greatest, go. Order those terms from least to greatest. No, it just means I was pointing when I said those terms. Least to greatest, guys. Guys, this is not rocket science. Okay, what's the first term? Out loud, everybody. 1. What's next?
2.
What's next?
2.
What's last? Aha, that's how hard that was. Okay, now, circle the middle terms. Circle the middle terms. Now, in this case, they are the same. Circle the middle terms here. These, the middle terms, those are called the means. Remember we talked about the extremes and means? This reaches way back, I know. Now, I'd like you to box, please, the very beginning and the very end in both spots. These are called the extremes. Yes, sir?
Is that always been the case when we,
Yes. 1 and 4 are called the extremes. They're in the extremes position. Now, this has a special name. Come over here. Do you see the X's? I'd like you to circle. Notice, in this means position is the exact same number. I'd like you to circle this number, put a little arrow. That has a special name. When you have the exact same number, gentlemen, do not have a conversation while I'm talking. When you have the exact same number in the means position in a proportion that has a special name, this is called a geometric mean. X is not 32. All right, now we are going to solve for the geometric mean. Let's do this together. Ready? We're going to cross multiply. So on one side we have 4 times 16 equals, then we have x times x. So that you don't embarrass yourself, x times x is not 2x. Tell a neighbor, what is x times x? Tell somebody.
squared. X squared.
Guevara, x times x is what, sir? Okay, let's try that again. Yes, bingo. Thank you for demonstrating what I just, okay, so we have x squared equals 64. So notice in step 1, just right here, write the word multiply. The first thing we did was multiply. How do we undo this? What do we do now? Now we square root both sides. Okay, x equals 8. So first we multiplied, and step 2 we square root. Now go ahead and put 8 down here and 8 up here. Let's see if this is a true statement. We have 4 over 8, that's 1/2. 8 over 16, 1/2. That 8 there is called the geometric mean. Here's your summary statement. In a moment, you're going to have to summarize this, so pay attention. If we take 4 and 16, we add and divide by 2, we got 10. This average, you should be writing this down, this average is also called the arithmetic mean. We did. Yes, this is called a review. Yes? Yeah, we skipped these two guys. All right. All right. To find the arithmetic mean, meaning the average, you add and then you divide. You add and divide. That's called the arithmetic mean. In statistics, when you're asked to find the mean, that's what you do. You add a bunch of stuff up and divide it. Okay. That's called the arithmetic mean. Say the word arithmetic mean out loud. Now, not to be confused with the geometric mean. To find this geometric mean, we did two things. Okay, first we multiplied and then we square root, we got 8. Notice the arithmetic mean and the geometric mean is not the same thing here. To get that, that's called the geometric mean. To get the geometric mean, that's this in the same position, you do two things. You multiply, then you square root. To find the geometric mean, the any two numbers, you take those two numbers and you multiply those two numbers and you square root. That is the geometric mean. These are not the same thing. So I'd like you to take 1 minute in your team, in your quad or your trio. I want two of you to explain what is the arithmetic mean, how do you find it? Two of you, geometric mean, okay? Or one of you, depending on where you're at. I want two people to define arithmetic mean, how to find it. Two of you to do geometric mean, how to find it. You guys take one. Out loud.
John, do you get it? You got it.
You guys got it through already? Yeah. All right, students, next page. Ready? I would like, now you may get out calculators. Now, for A, ready? Cross these two out. I want you to do A only. In your teams, I want you to first find the arithmetic mean, then find the geometric mean. Go. Arithmetic mean and the geometric mean. Go. Find the arithmetic and the geometric. You're only doing A, please. I'm going to test you guys in about 30 seconds. Find the arithmetic mean, and then find the geometric.
Oh, I got it.
Alrighty. Arithmetic mean, you add, divide, geometric mean, you multiply, and square root. Ready? Tim, what's the arithmetic mean of 2 and 8, please? Okay, so we're going to add these. Could you add 2 plus 8, please? That, and then divide. Okay, that's 5. Because we do 2 plus 8 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2, that's the arithmetic mean. Okay, that's the arithmetic mean. Leah, what's the geometric mean? 4. How do we get that? 2 times 8 square root, 16 square root, and we got 4. Raise your hand if you got those correct, please, just to double check you know what you're doing. Good. Now that you know this, I have one more thing to teach you. Then we're going to take geometric mean and smash it with what we're learning. Right here. Here's a right triangle. I'd like you to darken, please, the right angle. Darken the main right angle. Darken the main one of the full triangle. You're right, there is 2 technically.
How do you know which one's the main?
It's the one belonging to the larger triangle. Okay? Now, using this, we're going to label. Connected to this right angle is the shorter leg. So I'd like you to label this SL for short leg. Go. The long leg is the other leg, but it's longer. So we're going to call this LL for long leg. That's for short leg. Yes, Taylor. Okay. From here all the way to here is the hypo. Hypo's always the longest piece. Now, from your right, that's H for hypo. Okay, now I'd like you to drop down an altitude and label it altitude, A-L-T.
Are we supposed to know this?
You're learning it right now. Okay, ready? The altitude takes the hypo and splits it into segments. This, under the short leg, this is called the short segment. We're going to call it SS. Very good. This is the long segment. Absolutely.
Let her just teach.
Ready? As a team, you have 30 seconds to memorize these labels. Don't turn the page. No, no, no. You've got 30 seconds to memorize these. Try to memorize. Try to memorize it. Ready? Turn the page.
Wait.
Okay, ready? There's your 6 terms. Start labeling. Let me see if you can't label this accurately. Go. Start labeling, please. There's your 6 terms. Start labeling. No, don't. Just label. That's all I want you to do is just label. Just label. Excellent. You're right. It's called repetition. All right, guys. Let's check it out, see if you did that correctly. Ready? Put your hands in the bucket, pull out a millimeter ruler, please. Put your hands in the bucket, pull out a millimeter ruler, please. Millimeters. Ready? If you want to split your work up as a team, I'd like you to measure in millimeters the short leg. Measure the short segment. Measure each of these. Split your work up. Please use my rulers. Do not use a different ruler. I'd like you to measure all of these. No decimals. Use millimeters, please. Just round it to the nearest whole millimeter, please. Round it to the nearest whole. Measure all of them.
You want us to round it?
Round it to the nearest whole millimeter, Ethan. So share your measurements with each other. Okay, make sure you have all 6 sides. Put your measurements on the diagram and up here. Okay. Put all your measurements on the diagram and
95.
no, it's 95. No, you're counting by the millimeter. That's why you have little itty bitty millimeters. So you're not rounding.
You just said round it.
No, what I mean millimeter. For example, if you're looking at it, there's like 59 and here's 60, and your end is like right here. You round to 60. Okay, I'm not asking you to round by centimeter. I want you to be exactly possible. That's why you have the little millimeter rules, not centimeters. All right. Now, there's a really nifty pattern going on here. Light, please, Eric. Appreciate it. Now keep in mind the word to find geometric mean. Just write geo mean at the top equals multiply square root. Just put that at the top of your paper. You're going to need calculators handy, please. We're going to do this page and then we'll take a short little break.
We're going to take a break?
After we finish page 4, Taylor. Ready? Get out your calculators, please. It says, use the calculator and find the geometric mean between the hypo. So go back, circle the number for the hypo. And the short segment, circle the short segment. Now, take those two numbers. Take those two numbers. I'd like you to multiply and square root and put whatever number you get right there. Take your measure for the hypo and the measure for your segment. I'd like you to multiply and square root. The short segment. The short segment. The hypo. So take the hypo, take the short segment. Multiply them and square root. You're going to get a number.
Where do you want me to get it?
Put it right here. Let me highlight this for you. Right there. See the yellow spot? Put your number, put your geometric mean right there, please. Okay, write it down. Okay, that is square root. You multiply and square root. Okay, now listen very carefully. This is the key to the whole lesson. Ready? Look up here. Whatever number you got here should match really closely something else in that list, other than the hypo and the short seg. It should match something really close. Try to figure out what it is. Short leg. Wait, what is it close to match? I am not here. What does it match, guys? Marina, what does it match? Ethan, what does it match in your team? But what here? What does it kind of match? Short legs. Okay, so right here, this is the same length as the short leg. Fill in the next blank. Therefore, the geometric mean between the hypo, circle hypo, and the short segment is the short leg. That's right. Now, come down to the bottom. Come down to the bottom. The short leg is the geometric mean between the short segment and the hypo. Where did I get those? I got those from right up here. So fill out this proportion. Short seg over short leg equals short leg over hypo. Notice short leg's in the geometric mean position. We're going to do 2 more, and then we'll take a break. Okay, ready? Number 2, using a calculator. You're going to find the geometric mean of the hypo and the long segment. So over here, take your number for the hypo, take the number for the long segment, take those 2 numbers, multiply and square root, and put it right here in the blue box. The hypo and the long seg. Multiply, square root. Hypo and the long seg. Multiply and square root. You really need a calculator.
Oh.
All right. Now, match it. Whatever that is should match with something else.
Can I match it now?
Yes. It should match with something. What if it matches a little bit closer? Bingo. Hey, you'll be like a millimeter off. This is a new day, Elias, right? Starting with an A+.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, do we really have A pluses?
As of this day, you have 100%. Well, even better. Remember, listen, guys. Like motivate you to really hunker down. If you actually get a sign-off by the time you leave my class today, you'll be registering because it's 2 points out of 10. It'll actually register as 120%.
Oh, I don't care. I got
Okay, ready? All right. Now, match. This number should match with something here. Raise your hand if you think you know what it matches. Gallo, what do you think? Bingo, right here. Long leg. Therefore, the geometric mean of the hypo and the long segment is the long leg. Excellent. So go down here. The long leg is the geometric mean between the long seg. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry. The long seg and the hypo. The long leg is the geometric mean between the long seg and the hypo. Okay, you and your teammates, I'm going to turn on the lights. I want you to finish 3 and then try to fill out this proportion on your lonesome. It'll take you about 2 minutes.
What if we already did it?
If you're correct. Okay, lights on.
Hey, come on, Drop-O.
Do that third one on your own. Call me over when you think you're done. Memorize. And then we're going to ask you to do our solo homework. Start memorizing. Yeah, basically. I made today pretty short. One should say this. Check your work. This should read short seg over the altitude equals altitude over long seg. You get it? Yeah? Okay. You've earned a break. So everybody stand up. Pick up on the Christmas vacation conversation for the next minute. Go. What? Because
we're not lazy Americans. Okay,
no.
excuse me, sir.
When you can't, it's activation tension in your brain.
I don't really care at all.
Okay, so here we took the short segment and the hypo. We multiplied them to the square root. We got the geometric mean. We only have a short leg. So the geometric mean between the short segment and the hypo. Okay, so it's like this. If you have the short segment here and something here over the hypo, you would actually
Whatever that would be close to. What if we had to do this problem backwards? How would we know which one to use?
Well, what I'm doing here is 3, there are no
Okay, so you should have it go backwards.
yeah.
I know, dude. For real. What? So good. Amazing.
Did you travel great?
Yeah, I want you to do yeah.
Okay, like
So my grandparents were in There's
have a seat, guys.
one is short. And yours is right next to yours.
Okay.
So that one was fine, so we went back there. Yeah, but the other house.
It's amazing how destructive that is. Okay, Eric, lights please. All right, We are going to do, I'd like you to just fill this in. The short leg is the geometric mean between the short segment and the hypo. I'm on the next page. Next page. We're going to do one problem together, and then you're on your own. Remember, you're shooting for 120% today. The long leg is the geometric mean between the long segment and the hypo. The altitude is the geometric mean between the short seg and the long seg.
Are we writing this down?
Yes, you are. We're at the top of the next page, Jessica. Alrighty. Get out the my best friend. Find these three proportions right here under geometric mean. So you have it right underneath your nose. Find it. Find these. Okay? Find them on your paper. We're going to do one problem together. Ready? We're doing this problem right here together. Yes, ma'am. Okay, step one, we're going to label these. Ready? Label. This is going to be the short leg. This is the long leg. Yeah, guys, this one, I should have used one that a little bit physically looks longer. So right now I'm just kind of randomly choosing. This will be the short seg. This will be the long seg. This is the altitude. And the hypo would be, or the hypo is the combined of the segments. Okay, we are only going to do X, and then that's it. Okay, get all of those labeled. That's the first thing you should always do, is label everything. Next, on your best friend paper, you should see this column. See, it says geometric mean. In the margin, label this proportion 1, proportion 2, proportion 3. Find it on your my best friend paper. Someone just figured out where I'm talking.
I got it. Right here.
Guys, I'm right here. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, I need your attention. 5, listen out. This will take us literally 1 minute once we get this all pulled together. Look up here, please. Lucas, can you have a seat even though you're done, buddy? Okay, just, Lucas, you can correct afterwards. Can you sit down for now? It's a little distracting. Just for a second, buddy. Okay, ready? Let's look at our players. If we want to solve for X, X is the short seg. We have the altitude and we have the long seg. Now, looking at long seg, short seg, and altitude, looking at your players, only one of those proportions really work that fit everything that we're working with. With a show of fingers, 1 being the first proportion, 2 the second, 3 the third. Look at your players, Tim. Look up here. Between the 2 segments and the altitude, with a show of fingers, are you going to use 1, 2, and 3 ratio? Go. Choose. Which ratio works here? Everybody vote. That's why you're paying attention. Okay. We are using the third one. Ready? Let's write it down. Because we need the hypo and we don't have the hypo. Okay? So we have short seg over altitude equals altitude over long seg. Why did we choose that? That is what our players are involved with. Now we circle, plug, chug. Circle short segment, segment, X. Plug it in with me. Circle, plug, chug. I lost 5 of you. Circle, plug, chug. Altitude, altitude, 8. Altitude, altitude, 8. Long seg, 10. When you have solved for X, raise your hand. I'll tell you if you're correct. Go on to rapid fire. Nice one. Nice, rapid fire. Are you done? Go check. Nice job. Rapid fire. Nice job. Rapid fire. Raise your hand when you're done with that problem. Look at the record. I'm done. 24. Okay, page 6, go. 24 done? Page 6, go. Yep, good. Rapid fire. I just checked 6.4. You're now doing page 6. Rapid fire should be done in 5 minutes. Okay? How much crap? Can we get to throw any of the stuff away? Honors young. Okay. What we try to do is what we would consider homework. We have to sorry, that was meant for well, that worked out good. So your goal is to as you finish this to show you how to
This way.
Yes.
Press.
Sorry, I thought you had already. We have to leave. You're back to homework then. Okay, don't forget your.
Oh, bye, Carolyn.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck. Say this. Good luck.
Marcy, I'll remember. I gotta go.
Oh, wait.
I'll wait. She had like long hair and kind of bubbly, kind of bubbly, energetic. No? Yes? Alright, you guys, all keep her up to speed. You do this page, should be done, usually rapid fire should be done, I call it about 5 minutes or less. We'll also try to do it and then check page 6 up there. Is that a red pen for everyone?
Huh?
Is that a red pen?
No.
Okay, I prefer it to be a distinctive color pencil.
Yeah.
So there's red pens there for you. Okay, Tim, you do realize I was still recording, right?